SLOC version 6 has been released. It's named Names and Tags, but it contains much more and was brought to you by the new SL and Lab API update. Thank you, Hubert. Thank you, Reptide. Thank you, David, and all the other unnamed devs I don't know right now that worked on this update and made the new SLOC features possible. Let's dive in. Go to SLOC Exporter on GitHub and download the source code. Go to SLOC Loader on GitHub and follow the installation steps. Download xwow.helpers. Download Harmony 2.2.2. Download the SLOC Loader DLL. Copy xwow helpers and net48/0harmony from Harmony to the dependencies folder. Put SLOC Loader in plugins. Create a Unity 6K project with the built-in render pipeline. Go into your project's assets folder, and from the version folder, copy the assets. Delete the directional light so it doesn't mess with lighting. And now you can create objects like cubes or lights. Create a colors folder and put your materials there. Drag a material onto an object to color it. You can duplicate it, disable the mesh renderer to make it invisible. Duplicate it again, disable the collider to make it so players can pass through it. You can use the structure override component if you don't have the prefabs. I'll go over how to do that later. We can also create co-summon cameras. Give it a label, some constraints so the camera can rotate, and let it zoom, and select the type. You can create audio sources, however, SLOC Loader on its own isn't capable of playing audio. You can create text by using UI Text Mesh Pro. You'll be prompted to import the Text Mesh Pro essentials if you haven't imported them yet. Select the canvas, make it world space, and scale it down and position it. Stretch out the text by using Alt-Shift. Make sure it's centered and middle aligned so that its font size to 1. And I can type some text. It supports rich text too. You can group the objects into a culling parent. If the player can't see the bounding box, all objects in it will be deactivated. You can create waypoints to extend the map area or create moving platforms. To create a 1x1 waypoint, set its scale to 1/256. Make it static and don't scale it to extend the map area out of bounds. Do note that Northwood is working on a fix to create a separate size variable for waypoints, so scale will break. In the toolbar, go to SLOC Export. Select a file to export to. If you haven't started your server yet, create an SLOC Loader directory in the configs folder. In there, create an objects directory. We can set some options and save a preset for later. I click Export All. When your server starts, it should say loaded one object from app data. You can spawn an object with the sl_s command. If we look to the right, we can see that the text disappears because it gets called out due to the culling parent. To get the game's prefabs, use Asset Ripper. Download whichever is for your system. Open the program, File, Open Folder, and select the scpsl_data directory in your SL game files. When it's done, click Export, export all files, export Unity project. It will take a bit. Once you've opened the project for the extracted files, you can search for some prefabs in the game object directory to export. I'm going to export cameras, surface or outside, the large gun locker, and the capybara toy. Right-click one of them, export package. I'm going to disable include all scripts. Export, select the path, and press save. Back in your SLOC editor, import the package by clicking Import Package, Custom Package. Now you can drag in prefabs. If you put a room there, make sure to tag it as SLOC exporter ignored. I'm gonna scale down the locker. And if you have errors still, make sure you delete the imported scripts that you told Unity not to export. Let's replace the camera. Since there are no scripts, we can't use reconnect prefab. Copy the position, paste it onto the camera prefab. Copy the properties component and paste it onto the prefab. I can delete the original camera. Let's put a capybara in the scene, duplicate it, and disable its colliders. You can still use the structure override on a prefab, but you have to select the type. This way you can remove the default loot. But I'm gonna delete it now. By editing the config, you can spawn objects automatically. Let's spawn it on a surface, outside, and give it the name sample scene that we exported. Reset the offsets and make it static for improved performance. You should see spawned one assets out of something. Now if you go outside, you'll see the objects. The item scaling is broken because of the waypoint. There's a bug which causes some objects to be scaled wrongly. One of the capybaras is collidable, the other one is passable. The camera works too. I forgot to mention interactable toys, but those are also plugin bound, and there are a few more exporting things like primitive flex setter and the collider only object. You can read about those in the readme. I should have uploaded this on Monday, but I procrastinated a lot. Oh well, thank you for watching.